Good morning, everybody. How is it going? I woke up like 10 minutes ago, so a bit longer than that actually, probably like half an hour ago. So I'm gonna be half asleep for a little bit here. But anyways, hope you guys are all doing well. We are finishing grinding China. I don't know how many times I've titled live streams finishing grinding China, but it's probably too many at this point. Anyway, hi everyone. Should I get the F-14A and B Tomcats, or should I get the F-15E Strike Eagle first? If you're basing it solely on, like, how fun they are to play, I think the Strike Eagle is a lot more enjoyable. The Tomcats are just sort of... they're not really good is the main issue. Like, I don't know why Gaijin just, like, hates them, or they, like, overcompensate on the Phoenixes or something, but the loadouts are just kind of somewhat mediocre for the BRs, really, same as the flight model. So if it's like, if you want the Tomcats, then get the Tomcats. But like, if it's solely based on what is good, I would say F-15E is going to be your better bet. But anyway, let's get into things. We have some more J10 gameplay. How many hours do you have in War Thunder? About a little over 5,000, I think. I looked at it last stream, but I've already forgotten. I have an exam tomorrow. Any tips? Yeah, same. I have a calculus exam tomorrow because I'm retarded and failed the subject the first time. But, you know. We ball. The MiG-21 2000 being 12 funny, yeah. It's just a worse Kafir C7. Well, I guess it gets HMD, so not all round worse, but like, what's the upsides of it? Like, the thing that I found really funny was the J8F, back when that had 6 Pythons, HMD, and a better flight model, was 11.7, and now this MiG-21 is 12.0. I know technically the BRs were decompressed or whatever, but still. God, man, it's so funny. I wish we got the original J8F back again, honestly. That probably, like... The fact that they gave that thing ARH just ruined so much of my fun with it. It was such a shame. I feel like the battle rating should be lowered on the Tomcats. No. I don't think the battle rating on the Tomcats should be lowered at all. I think they should give the A better RWR and give the A9Ls and the B9Ms. I think that would solve things. The issue is, if you lower the Tomcats, you start putting Phoenixes into battle rating ranges where things can't really do very much about them. Like, it used to be a ton worse when the F-14s would see stuff like the J35XS, which didn't even have an RWR. But when you're putting Phoenixes against things which have a RWR that barely works, like, it's not really a very fair matchup, really. But, like, I think they should just improve the kits a little bit and then give the A functional RWR so you can actually know what the hell you're facing in that thing. But, yeah, you know, it is what it is. They're very easy planes for newer players to do well in, because you just, like, sort of fire Phoenixes and then leave. But, like, the issue is, because the Phoenixes are going to be your best weapon and the things, you don't really have, like, much expression of skill, if that makes sense. Like, you can't do much more than just fire Phoenixes and hope they get kills relative to, like, everything else, because otherwise you just take out the F-15A, which is, like, flat out better in every other regard. So, you know, it's just kind of dumb, the position that they put them in, but that's Gaijin. I think the Python 3 is a big evil ass missile. Yeah, I know. I really don't get the obsession with the Pythons, man. Like, oh, it pulls slightly more Gs than a 9L. It must be the single greatest missile to ever exist, and it's... We have differing opinions on that, but... Iriaf at 13.3 with 9 Ps. I don't really care about the Iriaf, to be honest. Washed event plane. Everyone loves to say, like, that thing is the next, like, or, like, the single best plane in the game or whatever, and it's like, I don't really care. I don't think it's very good at all. Favorite plane to play? The 12.3 Mirage 2000s are cracked. I love those things. They were an absolute joy to play back when I was playing them, so probably them. I think they're still roughly in the same position. I don't think they've changed very much. I'm going to drop some missiles down on this guy here. Bit of a weird start to this game, but I mean, hey. top tier moment. I think the IR won't connect. Oh well, didn't matter. Is everyone just dead? Oh, no, there's a couple. Couple still left. This guy's been grinding China for 2 years now. Yeah, I was saying that, like, every time I quote-unquote finish grinding China, they just add more stuff, and it's like, oh, okay. No, these guys keep taking all of my kills. I looked at them first, so clearly I should have the kill there. I'm gonna team kill them now for kill stealing. This has been such a stupid-ass game, though, for... Why is nobody bothering to multipat? They just, like, flew into all the missiles. Hello? What is happening, man? These lobbies are so bizarre. Any tips for grinding with the F4J? No. I don't play those. I haven't played those BRs in quite a while. Well, I mean, I played some of the aircraft of those BRs, but not the radar slingers. I'm not really a fan of those BRs anymore, especially for grinding, so I got nothing. I quite like 13.7 and 13.3 for grinding. It's quite nice. They should add Bowie Knife 99 to War Thunder. It's not even just... I don't know how that AI in particular was the one that got so much hate, because all of the AIs in Forza Horizon 6 are just completely brain damaged, man. Like... What? Is that my missile? Did they add those markers to the game? I haven't played War Thunder, like, genuinely played it in such a long time now, man. After you complete every tree for every nation, are you still going to play this game? Yeah. I mean, it's how I make money. I'm not just going to go, oh, I think I've completed everything in my job. I'm going to just leave now. No, I'm going to keep making money off of it, obviously. Genuinely thought you were someone else. Nah. A lot of people copied my video styles, which is somewhat unfortunate, but, you know, it do be like that sometimes. I have a lot of regrets with YouTube. There's a lot of stuff I should have done better. Is it just me and this? What the fuck is happening? This is the most bizarre... How is this turned into a 2v2? I'm genuinely so fucking lost as to what's been happening this game. Is that gonna get him? Yeah, it will. Okay. What? Are you gonna play a new game once this gets boring or no? Handful of things. I play other games outside of War Thunder. I just don't play them on YouTube because YouTube is what I make my money with. So I probably won't ever get bored of this game because there's just so much to do. Like, once I've unlocked everything, I have barely scratched the surface because, like, this is the amount of vehicles that are in my inventory right now. I've properly played maybe 100 of them. Like, I have so much more to do as far as actually playing this game goes. So, like, it would take a lot for me to just randomly, like, get bored of playing War Thunder. Like, once I finish grinding every aircraft individually, like, I'm probably just going to go start spading things because I find that quite enjoyable as well. Like, there's not just going to be, like, a hard wall that I hit where all of a sudden I go, alright, well, guess this game's not fun anymore. It's just going to be, like, probably gradually burning out. And when I start to have less time just because of, like, YouTube and work, or sorry, because of, like, university and engineering and, like, actual real-life stuff like that is probably when I'm going to stop playing just because I don't have time to, you know, do this anymore. And I'll have money to do better things with, so that's probably going to be when I'm going to stop, more likely. Where did this JF-17 go? Hello? I really don't want to... I'm going to have low fuel here, but I really don't just want to get, like, a random missile shoved up my ass because he's in, like, a cloud or something. Let me get Truck Scan back up. Grind all tanks next? I've been thinking about that. I mean, I have a couple ground trees already grinded, but I just don't like a lot of the stuff, and I kind of regret grinding through, like, everything fully in air. I feel like I should have done it a lot, smarter. He was behind you? Yeah, I know, he was under that cloud right there, but I just completely lost him. I could pop a blind... I think I'm gonna pop a blind hunt, because I don't have a lot of fuel left. Oh. Okay. What? Is he just, like, out of fuel or something? This is one of the weirdest games of top tier I think I've ever played. What the fuck is this endgame? No. Okay. He's got to be, like, out of fuel or some shit, right? What was that? Okay. Sure, I guess. I mean, I'll take the win. That was weird. Out of every nation you played, what is the best nation and why? Anything but Sweden. Like, it really doesn't matter that much. What a lot of people don't realize is that there's going to be good and bad planes in every nation. There's not one plane, or not one nation that just has the best vehicles overall. Like, that's the thing that I don't like about people claiming, oh, Russian bias, because you'll get great vehicles and horrible vehicles in every territory. Like, for example, Su-27 SM, amazing plane, single best 13.7. MiG-29, horrible plane, single worst 13.0, sat right next to each other. Like, there's no best tech tree because there's going to be good and bad planes in every tree. Like, as long as the tree has at least one good plane at each rank that you can use to grind stuff, like, it's going to be fine. And the reason why I say no to Sweden is because they start to lack that. Like, you could maybe use the MiG-21 BIS, but I don't really find it very good. You could maybe use the Hunter, but once again, I don't really find it very good. Like, you can maybe use, like, the F-16A or, like, the A Gripen or one of the D-Viggen maybe, but, like, once again, don't find it very good. Like, Sweden's the only tree that I would say, like, doesn't particularly have a great line to go through, and that's why I would say anything but them. XS and F-35 is good, but they're both premiums is the issue. So, yeah. Exactly. There's not really, like, a single best nation. Didn't the Gripens used to be amazing? When the A Gripen was added, there was a... God, I'm gonna have PTSD back at that time. There was a bug when the A Gripen was originally added where you could cycle through a targeting pod and it would instantly spot everyone within a 20-kilometer radius of you. And because 9Ms were the best missile at the time, and it was, like, very heavily into the IRCCM meta, so no one was really using radar stuff to try and combat it, what a lot of people would do is they would fly 5 or 6 kilometers up, they would use the targeting pod bug to instantly spot everybody below them on the enemy team, and then they would immediately fly down and drop all 6 9Ms and get incredibly insane multi-kill streaks, and then just leave back to airfield. And it was genuinely horrible to play against for a really long time. And you couldn't do anything against them because they had BOL countermeasures, and that was before the BOL changes to where they were, like, a lot less potent than the regular flares. So it was genuinely horror to play at the time because you just, like, one team was going to get absolutely nuked off of the start of the game, and there was nothing you could really do to stop it from happening. And it was, like... It was like one of the worst times to be playing top-tier War Thunder in general, in my opinion, and because of that, like, it was insanely strong. Even outside of that, they had a ton of countermeasures, and the flight model was really ratty, and it made it annoying to kill in the first place. So, yeah, it was just... Yeah, it was the best plane at the time that it was, like, released, but it got power crept out pretty quickly as soon as the, What even power crept it? The F-15s, I guess? No, it was... It might have actually just been the ARH update. I don't fully remember now, but... No, I swear there was something else. I don't remember what it was, though. Right? Or, I'm not going crazy. Probably. They added something else, and yeah, it might have just... Yeah, it might have just been Fox 3 update. Oh, yeah, there was some other development, and it made that strategy, like... Well, they got rid of the targeting pod spotting, like, about a month after it was added, which took them ages. A lot of people have been saying to bring it back, but I really do not want it back. I mean, at, like, these BRs, it could be alright, but... God, it was a horrid meta for the time that was, like, a thing. I shouldn't have pitched in as hard as I did there. Never mind, his missile couldn't pull in. I don't know how I'm, like, just around their entire team here. This is a really bizarre position early game. I'm gonna die, yeah. Why did I go right there? I don't know, I wasn't thinking. I was too busy storytelling and just straight yapping. Yeah, it was between... Yeah. Right, it was the Gripen flight model nerfs as well. Yeah, that was another big thing too. I forgot about that. And then the Fox 3 thing just started. Gripen C has never really been good, in my opinion. How fast do you think War Thunder is dying? Or is it dying at all, in your opinion? Look up Steam charts and go to War Thunder. You're gonna see a very sobering realization. It is not dying, unfortunately. Well, I don't know if it's fortunately or unfortunately for me. I mean, I'm washed as a content creator now anyways. My stuff is largely irrelevant, so it doesn't matter anymore, but yeah, War Thunder has more players than a ton of games, and it has more players than it ever has. It is not dying, but the people who are playing it just aren't watching War Thunder YouTube. Or if they are, it's mostly just like spooks and stuff, because the thing that I've never understood about War Thunder YouTube is there's a handful of YouTubers that can consistently pull an insanely large viewer base, and nobody else gets views. That's it. Like, I think my videos and Cola's Pretty Great's videos, as well as probably a handful of other creators that I don't know off the top of my head. Who was that one VTuber as well who made like the Chinese name videos? I don't remember, but there's a handful of content creators who can get very large amounts of views like on occasion, but doing that consistently will not work. But then like out of like everyone else, there's just no other creators that get a lot of views because like I don't want to... Walrus is another good example. He can pull a ton of views, but, like, it's not super consistent. It's same for me. I don't want to shit-talk people like Seek and Jube and stuff, because I really enjoy their content, but, like, relative to, like, Spooks and stuff, like, big difference in views. I'm not saying that their content's bad. I love watching it, but, like, I don't understand that disparity. Like, I don't understand how there's no middle-tier YouTube channels that can consistently pull, like, between 60 and 100k views. Like, it's either 200 plus or below 50, and there's just no in between, and I don't understand it whatsoever. Like, it's the most bizarre disparity ever, and I have no idea how it's been created, but my main guess is just like short form, but it's bizarre. Yeah, War Thunder creators and viewers keep doing the same thing over and over, and no one wants to watch the new ones. Yeah, exactly. The thing that really annoyed me was I accidentally started a new wave of those. You know, the reserve, all of the reserve to top tier stuff. Like, I mean, I don't want to like credit myself. I don't want to like glaze myself and go, oh, I single-handedly ushered in a new wave of War Thunder content creation. But like, I think I probably played a pretty big part in it, where it's like all of the like reserve to top tier and like the more emphasis on like progression in those War Thunder videos. And, like, that's an entirely huge niche now. Like, Killer West, Trapcast, whatever, they get a shit ton of views, man. And it's kind of weird to think. Actually, maybe that's the middle tier niche. I don't know. Probably is, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah. Yeah, Luke the Notable was the one who, like, single-handedly started it all. But, like, in the War Thunder space, I mean. Luke the Notable's actually goated, man. I'm surprised he's still going. Well, I mean, I'm not, but, like... I'm surprised he still has, like, the energy to keep doing what he's been doing for such a long time, more so. I'm glad he does, though. His content's goated. We love Luke the Notable in this house. Isn't War Thunder way bigger in the East where English content creators can't really reach as well? Well, yeah, I haven't actually looked at the Russian side of YouTube to see if they have any bigger CCs, but that would make a lot of sense too, actually. Yeah, well, but then, like, same thing as Counter-Strike, and then Counter-Strike can pull good audiences on just, like, regular views as well, so, like, it's... I don't know. It's a really bizarre, I don't think it's insanely big in China, but then that... Does China use Steam? Real question, like, because I feel like they would use the... Is Steam banned there? I feel like it would be. So, like, that wouldn't even show up on Steam charts anyways. I'm assuming Russia probably does, but... Yeah. Yeah, the War Thunder is dying videos, it cracks me the fuck up, man. It's never dying. Like, it's gotten to the point where it's like... Well, I can't even say that it's gotten to the point where it's too big to fail, because I would say that about Destiny 2, but Destiny 2's gone. Like, that's genuinely sobering shit. Like, the game that I grew up playing for a little bit is just, like, actually vanished off the face of the earth. I forgot about that. I forgot you can't pull any negative Gs on this thing or it just explodes. CS2 is an esports scene going for it, I guess. Yeah, maybe. That could be it. Yeah. Well, to be fair, most of those, like, War Thunder is a serious problem. A lot of those videos are all made by the same guy, and it's just fear-mongering for views and money. Because, like, there's a lot of people who do that, actually. It's not just the one person, but the one guy I'm not going to name is, like, a pretty big part of it. Like, a lot of people love to farm money off of that. I think I've done it a handful of times, too, because, I mean, you know, free money. But people love to fearmonger, and Gaijin doesn't help, because, like, there's a little fucking loop that goes on where it's like Gaijin will do something bad. Every single content creator under the sun will go, War Thunder is dying, there's a huge problem, it's going to explode, and then all of the little kids who play this game are going to start repeating that phrase on loop. And I know because I get them all in my comment section, and it's extremely annoying. But it's never actually going to... Like, War Thunder's not going to die. Gaijin can't balance their game to save their life, but, like, at the end of the day, they've got an advertising loop that's going to keep pulling people back in. It's like Raid Shadow Legends. Like, it doesn't matter how bad the gameplay is going to get, they're still going to be able to charge money for packs, and people will still buy them. Like, there's no game dying scenario, I don't think, but... Yeah, exactly. War Thunder grind is a huge issue. Really? No, I didn't know, man. Really, I could never have guessed that whatsoever from my 5,000 hours of playing. God, you're just so smart, man. Wow, thanks for pointing that out in a YouTube video. It's like, yeah, it's like I like to focus more on the positives of this game now, because a lot of people focus on the negatives and just shit on it over and over and over again. I don't really want to be like that anymore, so, you know. Problems of the anime goon trap. I think a lot of the whole anime thing is very overblown. My main criticism of it is just, like, once again, Gaijin is going to make a ton of bank, and then they're not going to want to fix the game. Like, because they don't need to care about whether the game is balanced. They can just, like, you know, make a ton of money anyways, so... It is what it is. Video about progression, like, reserved to top tier. Yeah. I think another huge part of it is a lot of people who are looking them up are people who are just getting into War Thunder, and they want to keep, like, grinding and stuff, but... Yeah, War Thunder does have an iron grip on the niche. That is another great point. Dude, the World of Tanks heat is so... What's that game called? The little, like... You know the new modern World of Tanks games with, like, the most, like, insanely, like, trippy fever dream commercials ever? Is the most hilarious shit ever, dude. I don't think they realized, like, they're not gonna be able to compete with War Thunder. Gaijin are just, like... They've got an iron grip, man. It's not gone away anytime soon. Gaijin's not about to let their cash cow die. They gotta keep funding the updates to, like, the random shitty games that nobody's ever played in, like, 7 years somehow. And God forbid if they don't have War Thunder to do that. How else are they gonna do it? Should probably notch this guy's missile. Bonk. In terms of airplanes, you can't really properly play anything without a simrig. There is the Roblox games, which are actually okay as well. I hate to admit, but oh, that's a shame. they're not the worst. Like, they're genuinely okay-ish. They're playable, so I mean, yeah. Wargaming's been off their rocker for ages. I remember playing World of Tanks Blitz with my friends on our iPads back in, like, 2015, 2014 maybe. And the game, when I went back to do my little sponsored video on World of Tanks, because they paid me a shit ton up front for that video, and I was just like, alright, then I'll do it. When I went back to, like, make my video on it, I realized, like, this game hasn't changed. Like, it's the same shit that I was playing, like, all those years ago with my friends. God, yeah. At least for, like, lack of balance in War Thunder, at least they've, like, made more stuff in the game. Like, at least it's not just World War II prop over and over again. I know a bunch of the old heads like Defen would have you believe that, like, oh, War Thunder should go back to making only prop... Oh my god, that AMRAM just... Or PL-12 almost just nuked him there. That would have been cool. But, like, as much as the old head content creators want you to think, like, oh, props are the only good mode and you should go back to playing them and that's all we should have, like... I'm glad War Thunder keeps on pushing forwards with new types of gameplay, because it does genuinely make the game fun again. but like, I think they're going to start running out of that soon, and I don't know what happens beyond that point. They just keep selling more fucking Guna tanks, I guess. That's a lot of... Okay. I didn't even know he existed, so it's a good thing his missile just fucked off. I have Kanye West songs stuck in my head now, man. Damn it. I blame my friend who showed me them. I want to get a good missile off on this AMV here. Oh, no! Okay. I didn't think that was at me until it started pulling, and then I was like, oh. Is he lost? Yeah. Loving high tier Fox 13 now that I can play it. Yeah, same. I don't like the ESA BRs. I think I've discussed that a little bit just because I don't enjoy the Iron Dome meta. But other than that, I quite like the ARH BRs. I learned how to play them about a year ago, and I found it quite enjoyable beyond that point. Everyone will still, like, constantly sort of, you know, shit on them, but they've caught up with real tech. What's next? That's why I hope they're going to start going into different game modes, because we've kind of... Oh, there we go. We've kind of been lacking that recently, and it's been quite... The Nuclear Thunder thing was a huge eye-opener, because, like, everyone sort of realized, wow, if you just change up the formula a little bit, it's really good. But, you know. Hasn't Iron Dome meta been kind of killed with an update? No. I know the one you're talking about. It was where they had the little changelog where it was like, oh, they've added proxy fuse, or they've disabled proxy fuse to fuse on small munitions. What that was talking about, you know, I think Megan Fox 3 made a video on it. You could decoy activator homing missiles using smaller munitions like rockets and brimstones to be able to fuse just in front of your plane instead of firing your own missile at them or eating it head on. And that was what it was essentially saying. It's not going to try and fuse on a ton of these smaller projectiles anymore. But actual missiles can still track and fuse on other missiles. Like, they didn't remove proxy fuse on missile to missile, as far as I know. So, hope they're going to start fixing the game once they run out of tech to add. No. Yeah, just like Ground RB, when they ran out of tech to add in Ground RB, they really started fixing the game, didn't they? They're probably going to start adding, like, boats or some shit, dude. Anyway, we're going to stop playing Japan for a bit now that we finished China. Because I want to grind out these. China's done for the next time. Time to wait for some more. Also, we still have a ton of new tech to add as well, so... Nuclear Thunder is really good potential. Yeah, I just hope they nerf the SBA, dude. That was a nightmare to play. But... do you reckon the Nuclear Thunder mode would actually help AirRB? It wouldn't do shit for AirRB because it's a fundamentally different thing, but, like, would be nice, I think. Went and listened to the music artist you recommended yesterday. How was it? What is your verdict? They did say they will nerf the SBA. Yeah. Gaijin says a lot of things, but whether they actually do them is another story. So I want to wait and actually see if they properly nerf them or not, though. So. Why did your J15 just get instantly spaded? Oh, I got a test drive of it ages ago. Content creators get test drives of stuff on the updates, so. We give Gaijin marketing, they give us free plane to make more marketing. The loop continues. Quite good, would listen to, but too small of a sample size yet. Solid. Okay. As long as it's not bad, I'll take it. Using the Weasel 20mm turned a corner and there were 258 and an object 279. Yep. Sounds about right. That's why I don't like the Weasel. I am a huge light tank enjoyer, but I never really got the hang of that thing. It just feels like mid, I guess. Furry update makes Gaijin devs trillionaires. Did you see the clips of the dude in the Russian dev stream hugging the body pillow, man? That was so fucking funny. I was laughing so hard at that. He was clutching onto it like it was his, like, life gift or some shit, man. It was peak. I forget this thing is Eastern, doesn't it? I haven't, like, played Japan in such a long time. Could sling at this F-14. Nah, he's gone defensive. Sorry, what? Pull up the Russian dev stream for the most recent update, and you'll see what I mean. Oh, I think I'm dead to a Arc Phoenix. I didn't realize he was launching him at me. I think also doesn't have the most amount of chat, but that is fine. Just gonna be over that team, I guess. That's fine. Did he even do anything else? I don't think so. He was having the time of his life, man. He was chilling. I think I'm probably dead here. Yeah. Kaboom! Someone else fired a second round of them. Unlucky. Premium F-16 is DOA? Yep. It is very dead. What's it dropping with like 45 countermeasures at 13.7? Same VR as the Su-27 SM, by the way. It's crazy, man. I don't feel like playing the F2. I don't know what else to play. I haven't played the Hawk. Don't want to. What else do I have to grind? I could do Britain. I don't really want to play the Euro either, though. I'll give it a try. See what happens. Have you had a chance to watch Mountain Monsters? I have not. I watched that one Aussie prank video though. That was peak. That was good shit. Rat Tank Enjoyer. Not really Rat Tank. I just like light vehicles. Just like the small, nimble stuff. Fucking let me see my profile card, man. Holy shit. There we go. Thank you. Stuff like these. I guess BMD is technically a rat tank, but like the VBC, the Radkampfwagen, the OF-40, the L-44, that sort of thing. I like the mobile stuff. Do you have the Kafir C10? I do. I don't think it's good. It used to be, but not at 13.3. Quite mediocre. I don't know why everyone's... I've seen a ton of... Well, actually, I probably do. I've seen a ton of people starting to attach themselves to the Kafir C10, and I wasn't really sure why, but I realized there's probably a lot of people's, like, first and only high-tier vehicle. Or at least, like... competent one, I guess. I don't know. Does Japan really have a plane called the Fembly, or am I hallucinating? I used a Lang mod to change all the Thai vehicles to add Femboy to the end of their name because I thought it was funny. Lang mods are peak, dude. It's very amusing. I forget the start of these games are always kind of shit shows. This BR. Grr. Around gameplay. Fucking hits, really, man? It fully killed him, too. Look down there. He's like, dead. He just only gave a hit for some reason. If it stays 13.3, it should get the Derby ER. No, it should just go back to 13.0, really. Or they should just, like, properly decompress top tier. This is the same guy that I've already hit, but whatever. I'll drop another one at you. God, they're slow to accelerate, aren't they? Probably a good thing in that launch specifically. Do you wanna die, please, man? Who are you? Hello, little hornet. I hate the start of these games when you can't, like, notch the missiles because they lose their, energy because the fucking batteries last such a long time, so you just hear wah, wah, wah in the corner of your ear, like, the entire rest of the game, and it's so annoying. F-15E. Can I... Why does some locks not allow you to fire your missiles? It's actually the most retarded shit ever. They still haven't fixed that bug. So I remember having that bug from back when the ARH stuff was first added, and they still haven't fixed it. I don't know how nobody's tried to do anything about me yet as well. I've just been flying around clicking on people. I'm gonna get my trackwell scan up because there's people close. Hello. There you are. I don't want to fire... I'm gonna actually. There's an SU-30 somewhere as well. He might... I just hope he's not above. Okay, no. Oh, there is one above, though. Alright, his missile bit shaft. That's fine. Good thing about the Euro is you get, like, unlimited countermeasures, basically. Yeah, I had a feeling. Thoughts on giving this meteors? A lot of people don't realize meteors won't do shit. Like, you don't care about range. You want close, you want pull. Like, you want missiles that are maneuverable. And meteors aren't going to do that. They're just going to be slow. Like, meteors are not going to be better than AMRAAMs if you add them to the game right now. So, if you want to, like, if you want to properly fix the Eurofighters, just unnerf the AMRAAMs pull back from that first update. Like, fuck, was it a year ago now, I think? Maybe even more than that, actually. But that one update that nerfed the AMRAAMs pull, just undo that. Everyone's been saying it for such a long time. Like, instead they now nerf the PL-12s. So there's just a huge gap between planes that are actually good and aren't. So... like, I don't think people realize how nice it is to not be able to pull your nose right into the aircraft you're firing at until you get something like R-77s or Mikas or whatever else, but... the thing that I hate about AMRAAMs and PL-12s is that you have to, like, fully... especially in the Eurofighter, which bleeds so much energy too, you have to, like, fully pull your nose right the way onto them to be able to get your missiles off, and it just kills any chances you have of winning a lot of engagements, so... make the Mika a 10G missile. So true. I can download your language pack. I've just modified Jake's. Like, I'm not going to have it available for download because I feel kind of bad. Go download Jake's and then change his a little bit. I'll never understand ARB. Yeah, they guys didn't exactly make it easy to understand as well. It is not... there's a lot of esoteric bullshit with it. It's like, well... You're not notching correctly because actually you're facing slightly more towards the ground and their radar's using the ground to pick you back up and then sending the data link signal back to your missile, meaning it's going to inertially guide towards you. So even though you thought you'd notched the missile and you pulled back out of the notch, the missile will actually return on again and then relock you, and it's like... it's the most no-life bullshit ever, man, but I've just played so much of this game that I know it all now. It's so annoying. Will a refrigerator ever return from the grave? Yes, whenever I run out of money, inevitably. Whenever I get my... I'm calling this now. I'm going to try and get a C6 Corvette to daily. When I run out of money for that thing, the refrigerator channel is going to be alive and kicking once again, man. But I need my fucking gas money because I got a 6.2 liter V8. Oh, God. Nah, really, I've been looking at trying to do, like, a new style of video on a refrigerator. It's... I don't know if any of you guys know, but you know those, like, reading Reddit posts and playing Minecraft bullshit? I've been thinking about doing something like that for a refrigerator, but then I also should just, like, actually make the videos that my main channel was based off of again. So, I don't know. We'll see. It's gonna break down within 5 minutes. They're reliable. That's not the issue. It's the fact that it eats through tires and drinks gasoline like nothing else, so... it might break down. I mean, it's like 15 to 20 years old, so there's a chance, but, you know. There's a chance with everything, I guess. I should do something else at the start of the top tier games, because I just keep flying into missiles like that. reading shitty War Thunder Reddit takes. But then that would mean everyone in the comment section is like, well, you should have done this better and this, and it's just like giving the most garbage information you've ever seen. Oh, hey, Lardwood. I haven't seen you in ages either. And then again, I haven't been on League Cord recently, so that's probably why. Can you hug the ground? No, I'm not doing that. Multipath is dead at top tier. It's not a viable strategy. Yeah, I'm gonna be the first person to take AI's job away from them. Start a brilliant idea, crab in a bucket seat. You know, I actually made a whole ass script for a video solely on the C6 Corvette, planning to start a new channel, and then I realized I have no idea how I'm going to do any of the background footage, and then gave up. So I could, but you know. I keep laughing. That's actually a hilarious. That might be the best comment I've received in a long ass time. I'm gonna be taking AI's job away. Dude, I could absolutely shit out shorts as well doing that. Holy. Instead of Trackmania footage, I could have like Forza Horizon 6 on the bottom of the screen. Dude, that would go so crazy hard. It's gonna give hella engagement. The issue is engagement doesn't always translate to views, is what a lot of people don't realize. You need a good blend of everything. Just having solely engagement on a video which doesn't have, like, a lot of substance behind it will just push it out to the wrong audience and kill it quite early, so... There is a bit more of a nuance to it than just engagement good, unfortunately. Peter Griffin. Yeah, that's so real. Have a clip of Family Guy in the top and then a clip of Forza Horizon 6 on the bottom. We listened to Forza music at work and the FH4 menu song hit so hard that I downloaded the game. That's so real. God, the Forza Horizon intro song, or the Forza Horizon 4 specifically, is just such a banger. I should probably actually go for a part-time job as well. I've been thinking about ditching War Thunder YouTube altogether at some point too, because like, I feel like I might have actually hit a point of no return where I just can't revive the channel again. Like, it genuinely might just be sort of gone, but we'll see. Forza Horizon 1 remake would be amazing, but they wouldn't do it right. So I think there's a lot of things where people want to remake, but it's not necessarily going to be in the same style as the original, and so the best is realistically just going to be going back and playing the game. It's a bit like old cars, right? Like, everyone says, X car brand should make a new version of this car that I really like, and it's like, you realize because of, like, regulations and stuff, it's not going to be the same vehicle. Like, you're better off just saving up to buy that old car, like, and trying to keep it alive and keep it going. Like, I know you want something more reliable than it, but, like, at the end of the day, that's just not going to happen. Like, it's the same thing with video games. Like, everyone's clamoring for a Destiny 1 remake, which would be really cool, but at the same time, I don't trust modern Bungie to get it right. I don't think they would be able to. I don't think they've got the capacity to do it anymore. I don't think they've got the teeth to do it. So, like, same as Forza Horizon 1, I don't think Playground Games they're not in the same situation. They can't magically make sponsorships come out of thin air anymore. They need money to develop these games, and I don't think they're going to be able to get it based off of the same atmosphere that the old Forza Horizon games had. I'm dead, so I'm just going to suicide missile everyone. If you would ditch War Thunder, what game would you be playing? Oh, I play many games outside of War Thunder. I just don't make them public on my YouTube channel. So, like, I've kept my channel at only War Thunder intentionally. I have a lot of other video games that I play outside of it. Yeah. Actually, honestly, just re-release all the old Forza Horizon games on Steam. That would be amazing. Dude, I want to play Forza Horizon 3 again. A lot of people don't realize this, but Forza Horizon 3 was based off of where I grew up. It was Gold Coast, Australia. Like, I was there, dude. I was, like, that was me. That was me growing up. Like, I was literally in the game. They probably have a photorealistic model of my face on one of the NPCs. Like, I wish I could go back and play that, but just none of them are on Steam, and it really sucks. So, I hope Playground does get the licensing deal to be able to chuck them all on Steam at some point, because, you know, it would be nice to revisit Forza Horizon 1 and 3 again. What would you be posting? I wouldn't. The channel would just go dead. To be honest, I've thought about that quite a bit anyways, because, like, I don't think I can bring it back. Like, I think it's going to be a very slow downhill slope from here for me, so... If Forza in Brizzy would be amazing. It's literally, like, it's less than an hour north of Brisbane. I think they might actually have... Let me look up the Forza Horizon 3 map again. Oh, I forgot they just blotted out Brisbane from it. That's kind of funny. But yeah, no, it basically is the Sunshine Coast, or whatever the main, like, point of interest thing. Service Paradise, right. That's what they called it. That was, like... That is a... Surface Paradise is a suburb of the Gold Coast, which is where the main beach area is, which is, like, an hour north drive of Brisbane. So Brisbane should be on the map, but it just... wasn't. Low-key, if they were to remaster any Forza Horizon game, it probably would be 3. They should do, like, proper cities and stuff again. Would you just quit content creation? Yeah, I think so. Another thing as well is, like, I've spent a lot of, like... It's realizing, like, how many hours I've spent staring at a computer screen is an extremely sobering thought for me. And, like, I probably would want to, like, not do that anymore, realistically, because I need to, like, go out and meet more people and make more friends and stuff. Like, I don't think sitting... Because, like, realistically, my job's going to be a mechanical engineer. I'm probably going to spend a lot of that time sitting behind a computer screen anyways. So I probably should actually get out and, like, enjoy university life a little bit more, because, like... I've realized all of my years of university so far have literally just been me sat in my dorm making videos or working on other passion projects. And it's just like, I should probably change that at some point. Car channel. That actually has crossed my mind a handful of times. That has been tempting, but I just don't think I've got a niche, unfortunately. And also, I don't want to dox myself, so that's kind of annoying. Got an internship at a mechanic shop? Let's go. That's based. Took up photography a year ago, and it's pretty epic for going out. Yeah, that's actually a baller one. That's a really good one. I've gotten fairly lucky, and I live incredibly close to an airbase to the point where I can hear jets flying over me at all times. And my parents have a very old Canon camera, and I pulled that out and started taking photos of all the jets that I've seen. And I have the new iPhone now. I got it from, like, a little AT&T lease deal because my parents have a great phone plan for some reason. But I've got that for like $10 a month now. And I've been using that to take videos of the planes, and the camera is so insanely good that I don't even need the old Canon camera. Like, I probably could get like a proper, like, 300 millimeter lens, but the ones that I have right now is like only like a 165, so it's not really like good enough for long distance photography. But it is really fun though. Photography is addicting, getting a good photo. A lot of hobbies are, to be fair, but, like, you know, in the grand scheme of things. We wait. Multipath, kaboom. Okay, that's not a good sign. Yep. I don't know where the hell he was. I should have used track while scam better there. Yeah. I haven't interacted with a single person in my 2 years of uni before dropping out. Yeah, I haven't made a single friend where I am either yet. It is kind of annoying. I am very good at doxing. So true. I doxed myself. I have my full name up in a prior live stream at some point. It's pretty funny. I think one of the better things about photography as well is that it can, like, highlight any other hobbies you have. Like, if you like nature and animals, you can go take photos of nature and animals and you're around them more. If you like cars, you go take photos of cars, you're around them more. You like fighter jets, go take photos of fighter jets, you're around them more. Like, I feel like photography is a really good, like, sort of accent hobby, if that makes sense, to, like, if you enjoy doing anything, then photography will be able to enhance your experience of that, I feel like, is its greatest strength. Unless you like exercise or some shit, in which case, too bad. You can't... I mean, I guess you could run around with a camera on, but it probably won't be super fun. This game has gotten so bad. I don't mind it. I quite enjoy the war thundering still. I could play low BRs in a bit, though. I'm kind of getting sick of top tier right now. I could play some MiG-17, actually. Low-key, that might be the vibe right now. I'm thinking. Got a feeling it's going to be some trust fund kids who are going to act all snobby. From what I've seen, it is kind of 50-50. I have had the displeasure of getting sent to a handful of, like, higher end private educational schools because my dad's worked for a... Okay, I didn't expect that to connect. My dad's worked for a handful of companies that have paid for tuition because we've gotten moved and thrown around the world so much. And a handful of those have been, like, with a lot of kids that you would expect to be, like, really wealthy and kind of annoying and snobby. But from what I've seen, it is kind of 50-50. Like, a lot of them are going to act like that, and a lot of them are just going to be complete dickheads. But then you'll also get some, like, absolute gems of humanity in there still, which is really nice to see. How did that still have... Was he chasing me down, or was that just, like... No, fucking hell, that was just going for ages. Low tier for you is 6.7. 6.7! 6.7! 6.7! Sorry. Yeah. That's fair. My low tier is super props. I don't go below super props. Big 17. Wheat ball. Early jets are so boring, IMO. I find early jets boring, but I'm on the other end of the spectrum. I'm on the autism spectrum. Everyone else who plays early jets are retarded, and it's very... annoying. You got the J6K1. I have, like, everything, man. I don't have a handful of high tier stuff in Russia and Britain, and that's it. So fortunate enough to go to a wealthy school. But yeah. Yeah, there's always going to be a handful of the, like, the really annoying rich kids, but most of them are going to be fine. Like, they're all just, like, kids at the end of the day. As long as you, like, look at the same shit and share the same hobbies, it's going to be fine. No one's going to really care. Upside is sometimes they'll invite you to, like, their really nice houses. One of the kids invited me to his house, and he had a V10 Audi R8 in his garage, and I was like, what? You just have that? Like, how? It was insane, dude. But, yeah. What's the best early jet, and why is it not the ME262? So real. I actually have started to like the F3H2 a little bit more. There's someone who had a 30k virtual car setup. Mine's like $400 and I'm happy. I got a Logitech G923 secondhand on eBay and it's worked absolutely flawlessly. I got a shift knob. I found an Amazon gift card for $40 from a birthday that I had, and I used it on a shift knob which was on sale and got it basically for free. And then I got one of those like Temu racing seats for like under $100, and it hasn't fallen apart yet. And it is the most fun thing ever for Forza Horizon. It's yeah, it's peak. Swear someone I know has 14 houses. Yeah, that's not surprising. Rich people put a lot of money in investment properties. I should climb at 10, not 20. I'm playing like it's top tier still. Brain damage. How do I play the MiG-15? Pre-aim very far out to compensate for its lack of roll rate. I should make a scale model of the Banshee. Banshee is kind of cool, low-key. It has the aura fuel tanks. Isn't there another... No, never mind. Who's the richest person you've met? I don't know. Me. Nah, I'm just kidding. I really don't know. Like, I don't care about money that much. I don't try looking at, like, who has the most of it. So, I've got genuinely no idea. I probably met someone with a ton of money at some point in my life, but I don't know who they are, so... I've also moved around so much that I just, like, don't really remember people. So, there's that, too. Could go for the B-52, but I think I'll leave him alone. It won't be a complete meanie pants. Why MiG-17 and not Lim 5P? Because I gotta grind stuff in the Russian tech tree. I don't know, it ain't that deep. It is you making the noise. I was curious for a second there. He doesn't want to get pulled into the dogfight. Smart fella. He is not a fart smeller. Stock MiG-19 is such a shipwreck. I don't like the MiG-19 overall. It's just not my vibe. I really hate how it can't maneuver well enough. Like, well, it can sustain, but just the lack of AOA just annoys me. It annoys the life out of me. No, I'm not taking plane requests. I just wanted to play the MiG-17. There will be no, can you play this? Didn't I used to have to pin a comment on my stream saying no plane requests? I forgot about that. That was funny. Everyone would just come in and go, hey, can you play this? And it's like, I don't care. I won't lie. I am playing what I want to enjoy the game. Look at this pansy ass. No, he is taking the dogfight. Bam! Look at my phenomenal aim, chat. Are you ready? Ooh! Ooh! I forgot how ass I am at aiming these guns. This is why I don't play the MiG-17 more. Am I overleading? I was overleading the entire time. Well, that's cool. Hey, bud. I gotta get better at my aim. There we go. I've always sucked at aiming Soviet guns that aren't the GSH-23. Are you kidding me, man? He just sprayed upwards. I should have bailed out sideways there. I should have gone to the left. That's retarded. Should not have looked over at chat. Is the Bison actually even still good? I don't know. I haven't played it in years. Probably not gonna. This is where I was. Oh yeah, new 23mm. That's what I was doing. studying for my driving test right now. Any advice on how I should drive / what car should I buy? Buy a V8 Ford Mustang. Nah, I'm just kidding. Draymond has a Volvo V70. Is that the wagon? I don't know my Volvos. I'm not a Eurocar nerd. Let me look that up real quick. It was the one I was thinking of. Yeah, that's a base stream car actually. 10 out of 10 from me. Is the F-16C getting on? I've got no idea. I played like 2 minutes of dev server and then left, so God knows. Advice for your driving test. The thing that annoyed me on the driving test, instructors always love to try and like yap with you and get you distracted because of that. If he starts trying to strike up a conversation, keep it professional, but keep focused on your driving, because they always love to do that, and it's always annoyed me. They'll try to act super friendly and stuff to distract you. Pretend you don't speak English well? I don't know if that's the outcome you want to take. I don't know if that's gonna do it for you, but... You're a McLaren 720S, Ferrari F15, or Rolls-Royce boat tail within 10 meters of each other on the road. I saw a Ferrari F40, an Acura NSX, and a bunch of other Ferraris that I don't know or care about within 5 meters of each other because I was in a car museum in the Netherlands. Was it Belgium? It was Belgium. Never mind. I don't know how I got there, but... Someone crashed on takeoff and my immediate instinct was T46 in like a second. That's so funny. Oh my god. I saw a Citroen. So true. Saw a Cybertruck even though they're supposed to be banned here. They're probably banned from sale, but not from import. Cybertrucks are I keep seeing them and it's genuinely miserable every single time, man. It looks so much like a dumpster, like it's... Oh my god. Where do you live where it's banned? I don't think they're allowed to be sold in Europe because of crash safety regulations, if I remember correctly. There are a handful of countries which ban them due to that, which is fair enough, but... Hello again, welcome back. General Lee 3000. So true. What is your opinions on the Gemini shit that's happening? I'm not gonna lie, I don't care. I could not care less. Like, the packs are just a money grab anyways. It's just... I don't know why everybody loves being so negative in this community. Like, the moment anything happens, it's immediately doom and gloom, pitchforks to Gaijin. I don't care. Like, it doesn't impact me in any conceivable way, so I just could not care less about it. I'm not gonna lie. So, American cars can barely meet European safety standards. That's a very common straw man argument. The Mustang that I have is an American car which gets a 72% on the driver safety rating and like a 70-something% on external safety rating for like pedestrians and stuff. But it got a 2-star on the NCAP because it didn't have enough technology. I think Euro crash test regulations are kind of a scam, I'm not gonna lie. It's just more pushing for the EV bullshit, which I don't like. What do you think of the Ariete? If you mean the plane, it is insanely broken. It is hilariously broken. I don't know why it's still at 9.3. It is probably the single strongest plane in the game if you can play it right. Like, people haven't realized yet. They haven't caught on. Or emission standards, that pisses me off. Emission standards should be separate from safety. Like, it should not be linked together, man. I've seen a handful of ones. Oh, your car is slightly too loud, so it has a nice engine, which means it must be really unsafe. Get a grip, man. Genuinely. Who is paying you to, like, lobby this much into the EV stuff? Like, it's so frustrating. This F3H is about to get cooked here. If I... Oh, yep, he definitely did. Wasn't to me, but someone. Bam, bam. I actually hit a shot for once. Let's go. Professional aimers right here. Whoever said aim labs in chat earlier, I bet you're feeling really stupid right about now. American cars can barely meet Chinese safety standards. They can't jump over the potholes, and they can't go into water in case you drive off of a bridge. Have you seen all those bizarre Chinese EVs? They're so funny, man. They're so hilarious. God. Why wheelchair? Because it's funny. How is this MiG-21S not running down the Hunter F6? Can you make him turn, please, bud? I'm bored. It's a copy-paste of the Sagittaria, but with 2 engines instead of 1. I believe it has like a ramjet or something in the back. It's not a copy of the Sagittario. There are quite a few differences, and it makes it an insane plane to play. Have you watched any TV shows lately? Nope. I don't watch TV shows overall, so... The last TV show I watched was the 2nd season of Inside Job, and it was when it came out, so it was probably years ago. Yeah, the ones that can broadside the EV batteries. God, that was so funny. Oh my god, the gifts from that is the funniest shit ever, dude. Holy. We didn't die in that head on, at least. Let's go. Is he actually gonna try? Oh my god. He's sending it, bro. Oh no, he's not. He's trying to go for him. I was gonna say. Surely. Yeah, the piezoelectric tiles. Footsteps. Footsteps, Japan. Yeah, Yak 130 actually looks pretty good. I'm quite excited for it. Why do I have 14... I should have min fuel on this thing. Yeah. Yeah, that one requiring of buttons in the center console is really good. Pisses me off because car manufacturers just want to go back to like, oh, me make iPad because it's cheaper than making individual buttons. Man, it's like... Of course. Please, we should go back to physical buttons. My car has physical buttons and I love them. I love pressing them. They feel good to press. I was driving with my mum the other day and she was trying to change the aircon on my car, and it has like a pretty big button in the center bit, or like a pretty big set of buttons, and she didn't realize it. And there's a handful of these little like switches down the bottom. Look up 2015 Mustang interior, and there's like these little metal switches down the bottom, and they're all for like driver control stuff, so like changing steering mode. And she flicked one of them accidentally to turn off traction control. And it's a good thing I saw it, because if I didn't, I was gonna take a corner on that shit. In like wet weather, so 15 Mustang. This is not Google, senor. Yeah. Crowd control switch. That's actually so real. Putting a slab iPad in the center of the car. What do you mean? I saw BMW do it, so it must be good, right? Someone asked what car you drive? Oh, okay. I mean, technically I drive like a... I think it's a 23 Mustang or something. It's not a 15, but it's the same gen, so... Well, technically facelift, but the interior is the same, so... The Italian Yak 130 dirty. It kind of does deserve 13-0 because putting ARHs at a lower BR is kind of retarded, but they just shouldn't have given it ARHs in the first place. Anything for shareholder value trust. I mean, to be fair, at least they're still making sports cars, which is I'm happy for. The one thing that really pisses me off in the car industry is not what's it called? It's not really the companies and the shareholders and that bullshit. It's dealerships, man. Dealerships annoy me to no end. What do you mean? It's literally scalping, but it's just like legal scalping. It's bullshit. Depends. So true. Dealerships are just America's slot middlemen. It is not only America. It's actually significantly worse in Australia because the used market is like dead there. Dude, the Australian car market pisses me off to no end. Why are you playing the Fresh now? That's a good question. I felt like it. M346 not having Mikas and 9Ms, even though it can carry it, annoys the hell out of me. 9Ms, sure. Mikas? Fuck no, dude. We do not need Mikas at like 13.0. That would genuinely be horrible. You want F4S players to play against Mikas. It's fucking nuts, man. Did you get your degree yet? Nope. When I do get my degree, I'm not going to be making videos anymore. I'll tell you that. So. When grip at F and War Thunder. Yawn. I don't think the E-Gripen carries Mikas. Gripens are technically compatible with a lot of technology, but I don't think they carry them. So. They technically can. They are compatible with R27 ERs, from what I remember, but. I got the F14D early. It's just called the F14Me in the tech tree, yeah. I don't know why people are so up in arms about that, man. It's just another copy-paste premium. It really doesn't matter that much. Yeah, there's a lot of EU jets that do that, but if it does not carry them in real life, it is not going to be using them in-game. What do you mean you don't like 50k AUD for a C5 no regos? That's so real, man. God, it annoys me to no end. So glad I get to stay here. Would AMRAMs have been better for the MF4? It's not going to matter. It's a subsonic attacker. It's going to be worse than the Harrier regardless, so. This last guy seriously just... I should have left, actually. I should have just left on airfield. There's a Harrier somewhere bombing, and then there's this Starfighter. You know what carried AIM-120s in real life for a test? Not the F-14D, actually. It was the F-14A. It was just the version with the shitty RWR still. So, I don't know why everyone's asking for the D to get them. They should add a version of the F-14A with AMRAMs because I want to absolutely farm them at 13.3 with no RWR. I want to take out my 29 SMT and just absolutely rinse a bunch of clueless US mains who have no idea what they're launching at. God, that would be so fun. Out of all the planes you have in War Thunder, which one do you want to own in real life? Probably the Albatross, actually. An L39 would just be cool to have, I think. IMO opinion. Figure out how to add them at 13.7. No, I don't really care. It's all the same to me. Want to buy an M22? You can get BTR 80s that are somewhat cheap. Fun fact of the day. Should put the ASA even higher. Give the ASA piece and put it at 13.0, man. Oh god, that would be so funny. I'm gonna go kill some ground targets. I'm bored. John Boredom. F14D as a premium seems bad to me. As an event player, my mod, it might have been better. Dude, it doesn't matter. Like, we already have one in Tech Tree. It really doesn't matter that much. Just the same thing as the F4S versus the F4J. Everyone's just getting up in arms about it because it's a 4th gen. I say let them. If they, like, there's going to be a bunch of people who want to buy an F14 without having to, like, play the game a ton to grind to get it, and good on them. They're trying to go after the DCS market, and if they want to do that, I say let them. I really couldn't care less about it. It's the same strategy as all of those, like, Goon Salop tanks. They're all just copy-pastes, but premium. Well, actually, the Goon Salop tanks are different, because they're copy-pastes of existing premiums, but with a different coat of paint. So I guess they copy-pasted premiums that were copy-pastes of Tech Trees in the first place, so it's, like, 2 layers deep instead of 1, I guess, but meh. Yeah, exactly. If they should have got mad at anything, it's the stupid MKK being 13.3 is retarded, dude. That thing has to go up. Reminds me of the Iriaf market after the event. Yeah. I sold my Iriaf for 100 Gaijin, which was a huge mistake, because I could have got a ton more for it. Well, I mean, I still made like 40 bucks or whatever it was from it, so I guess it's fine, but... The Starfighter's probably going to reappear and start harassing me in a minute, but I'm just going to go keep killing these AIs first. Alright, I'm probably going to head back to base now. Just leave. Yeah, SU-34s at a higher VR. It's so funny. Future SU-30 firing meteors if the Indians could convince the French. Don't worry, it'll still be shot down by a J-10C anyways, because they don't have an AWACS. I moved down the J-11A in the previous episode to justify releasing the SU-30 packs. Well, not really, because the J-11A is just kind of dog shit. It's really... The RWR in it's so bad. It's genuinely so frustrating to play. It's just me and this bomber, dude. Yeah, I mean, I can't do anything against this F-104, so I've got really no choice but just to leave and lose the game, I guess. Become a full-time Chilquarium YouTuber. That's actually so real. I can do Pokemon openings in that game, but just going for the rainbow ones. Do you think your War Thunder gameplay is enough to rizz up the Huz? No. I wish it was, but then I would have Huz and I don't, so... I'm gonna try and bait this guy to the airfield because I genuinely don't have anything better to kill him with. Actually, I probably could be a dickhead and just circle airfield. I might do that, actually. I'm feeling really petty, and this guy's pissing me off, so I think I'm going to. So we're going to be playing NASCAR for a little bit here, guys. Gaijin still hasn't fixed this mechanic, by the way. Actually, they made it significantly worse, so... What do you mean don't have an AWACS? Am I missing something? That was the... If I remember correctly, that was the excuse they gave for having the Rafale shot down by Pakistan somewhat recently. Or it was the excuse the internet gave anyways. I saw a bunch of Indian cope comments on Instagram saying they didn't have an AWACS, which was why the Rafale is really the best plane in the world still. And blah, 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 blah. But it's all just copium, I think. Just learned that the Blu-ray burner I got for a free PC case routinely sells for $170 based. He is just going to fly straight into the airfield, isn't he? Come on, Rollins, do your thing. Poor Yak 28. Is he slow enough for me to dive on? Please say yes. How did he not get shot down on those strafe runs? I always got smoked by it. Nah, he's just gonna leave again. Woohoo! We have like 3 minutes. Surely they will defeat Pakistan in another forced border clash over this. That's so real. Hey, bud. He's still repairing. He's still alive. My Volvo got a 6-disc CD player in the trunk. My stereo can't use it, but good to have. Solid. He's turning back, I know. This guy is a master of the goy slop technique. That's my official branded name for it now. Wow. And then he runs away. I mean, he can't do much else because he's in a starfighter, but still, it's really funny to win the game off of doing this. Krill issue, play a metajet next time, nerd. F-104 slop fighter. Yep. Yeah. The whole India-Pakistan... I don't care about either side, so it makes it funny for me to laugh at both of them. Is the AA broken? No, we're just at a rolling BRs. So it won't be able to shoot him down effectively. His buddy is still repairing. I'm gonna... Whee! Just gonna try and distract the starfighter so this guy can get up and repair at least. I might go shoot down that B-52. Do we have time? Yeah, we have 2 minutes. I'm gonna try. Hey, he repaired. Let's go. This is fun. I'm having fun. I don't want to get jumped. I feel like the starfighters probably ran back for more fuel or something. We win this on tickets easily, though, unless the B-52 tries to, like, kill the ground targets or something. But... F-35 versus Cessna 172, who wins? The Cessna, because the number's bigger, yeah. Neither of them can compete with the Ford F-150, though. Or the F-450? God, that thing's terrifying. We're gonna get a shit ton of RP from this game, though, at least, so that's good. Any game that drags out a ton like this, you always get a ton of RP. That's lovely. Mirage 4000? Yeah, it do be like that. Well, actually, no, it has Mirage in front, which means it's French, so it probably loses anyways. It waves a white flag and surrenders. Are we gonna get vids like the I played 700 hours of War Thunder sometime again? I'm working on one. I'm gonna upload it. If it does well, I will release more. If it does not do well, then I don't know, channel it or something. Yeah, he's gonna try and Vulcan me. I'll leave him alone. I'll be nice. I don't need the extra RP. And gets game anyways, yeah. Way. Boom. 33k is pretty good. You love to see it. That means I can research you, and you, and you, and I should have done that better. I should have got Jisoo last. Oh well. Bam! Look at all those shiny new upgrades. Aren't you on Twitch? Nope. I have a Twitch account, but I don't stream there ever, so... Oh, my back is quite sore today. Ram 5500 wins by a country mile. So true. If you had landed and taken off again, it doubles your rewards. No, it doesn't. The sound mod's back now? I don't know. Never used one. Need to get over to the US and park my Civic next to some lifted truck. That's so real. My sister wants to buy a Miata, and it would be genuinely hilarious to park it next to a truck. W content to watch while eating, thanks. Sound mods are banned again. Shame. I'm currently destroying a burrito. I'm hungry too, man. I could go for a Chipotle burrito right now. Low-key, I need fuel anyways. I could go drive and get Chick-fil-A for lunch or something. I might do that after the stream, actually. That does sound really good. I've got calculus to do afterwards, so it'll help me with that. Some motivation. Falling more and more for the C-124s to keep showing them to me. The classic. Keep streaming and go drive on stream. So true. You still living with your roommate? Nah. I moved out about a month ago. Split to U95. Bonk. I love how everyone just like the seagulls from Finding Nemo whenever they see a Tu-95 or a B-52. Immediately everyone goes to like jump it. I'm gonna go for this Vartor. Hello, little one. Aw, man. I'm gonna go back over here. This guy's gonna be annoying. Guess who can't aim? Yep, and then he goes down. I'm just gonna leave. I don't know the roll rate for that. Swift F1 wants me. I think I win that fight. Do I win that fight? I don't know. Let's try. R2-Y2 should not be in this BR bracket. Yeah. That is a good point. I shouldn't have turned that way. I took a really shit line into that. He doesn't have the energy though, so we probably win either way. Just gonna try and keep it as close as I can. Yeah, he's just leaving. He realized too. No, what is he doing? Why did I zoom in there? That was such an easy shot to hit without zooming in. I'm not going in the scissors again. You can come up for me, though. Come on then, little buddy. Let's go. Yep, that's what I thought. Oh, there's a Vartor. Hello, friend. Hello, friend. Hello, friend. What would... shots, man. Oh, why is that whole team now trying to jump me? There was someone else, wasn't there? No. I can probably just go for this guy. I should probably go for the saber. No, he's going up. Never mind. Man. Just gonna try and get a kill, I guess, before we lose the game. Aimers? Yeah, this is not a game we're going to be winning here. If you couldn't tell. Really? Holy desync, that almost went right up my asshole. None of these guys are really good is the worst bit. I don't even have the roll rate to like properly go defensive, and yet I still haven't actually been hit yet. What are these shots, dude? I'm like stalled out in front of you and you're all just flat out missing, man. This is so unreal, dude. There we go. Yeah. I'm annoyed I didn't kill that CL-13 or whoever it was that I hit earlier as well. And it only gives a hit too, dude. That's so unreal. Guns just did nothing that game. Well. No Chick-fil-A at Sunday. Fuck, you're right. Well, probably Cane's then. I'll do one more. If I was there at the FADC, you would have been toast real. In a Facebook group for boomer boards, it's so funny, yeah. God, the boomer Facebook is so peak for cars, man. It's hilarious. Make Chick-fil-B that only opens on Sundays. What a restaurant name. Chick-fil-A is the most overpacked fast food restaurant in like every area I go to, still based. Chick-fil-A and Cane's are so good, low-key. Wonder if Cane's is open. Probably will be. I'll go to the backup. Chick-fil-C for the holidays. Yeah. Does Cane's have like a nugget combo? Well, not like a nugget. You mean like the... You know how Chick-fil-A, you can just get a ton of nuggets. Does Cane's or something like that? I don't think they do. Raising Cane's give me shit service and fucked up my order. I've gone there so many times and I've never had an issue with them, unironically. Popeyes and Zaxby's are better. This is literally just that I'm not like the other girls and then I'm into slightly more niche thing instead. You have literally one menu item, how do you fuck it up? That's actually so real, dude. You can get either the chicken, the slightly more chicken, or the chicken with bread. Popeyes is legit better. If you live in... This is gonna sound racist. If you live in any state with a high population of black people, Popeyes is genuinely terrible. I'm not going to elaborate on that claim. At least in Louisiana, in Texas, and in Alabama, Popeyes has not hit the spot for me, so... Good thing I live in insert state that is mostly white people. You live north... Oh, hello. You live northeast, like Maine area, I bet. Sounds kind of nice. I wish it wasn't so cold up there. Otherwise, I'd want to live there. They seem like kind of baller states. I think one of my bigger issues with the snow as well is that I can't drive cool cars there in the... Unless it's like an all-wheel drive thing. Could get like an old Porsche 911 Turbo. It could be kind of fun. Oh, man. Ruiner of fun came to ruin my fun. It's unreal how that's still... They should really give that thing flares, move it up to like 10.3, same as the Harrier. You're right, that did sound right. It's not something I can explain, you just have to like be there for it. I don't know. I'm not racist. I mean, I'm a bit Aussie, but that's not against black people. I don't mind black people. African American people, whatever you want to call them. Those states are usually called New England? Yeah. Make the SRAM a 300-meter missile. That's so real. It's just a substitute for gun range, and that's it. KFC in Sydney was banger. KFC in Australia was so good, man, and then they just nuked it over here. I don't know why. Same as Macca's. He's racist against his own people, which is objectively based every time. I hate British people. That's actually so real. The British annoy me. I was gonna say that the stream is carrying my shift because work has dead, and then I was greeted by that comment. Yeah, it goes hard. KFC in Qatar was horrible. All of the fast food that I had in Dubai was not particularly good, and they had weird brands of soda. I was not a fan. Fast food in the US is worse than in most parts of the world. Well, the issue is that you have some huge outliers to that. Chipotle is amazing. Cane's is really good. Chick-fil-A is amazing. But then, like, the actual worldwide chain brands are just dog shit here, and I don't get it. It's so weird. Qatar is horrible in general, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably understandable. Have you seen London? For real, for real. You know where I do want to eat? I want to drive to the Bass Pro Shops Pyramid in Memphis and get a meal there, dude. Once I get my Corvette, I will do that at some point, mark my words. There will be a Bass Pro Shops Pyramid road trip. It's simple, we'll tolerate eating physical and digital slop. I don't think so. I think it's more so just the US government has less strict mandates as far as other countries go. So because of that, they can just lower prices on stuff and lower cost of food. Well, not cost of food, but like cost to make stuff. I guess it is the same thing, but whatever. I have like 3 online friends from Kuwait and they're chill, but the government there sucks. I don't have many friends from the Middle East, actually. I haven't spoken to many people overall from the Middle East, now that I think about it. In Chile, we have a city that is the equivalent of Paris, not because it has anything going on, but because it smells like piss. Yeah. Dude, Paris and New York are weirdly similar. I'm not going to give any explanation. I'm just going to leave that up in the air and you guys can... I pulled sideways that time. Look at me go, I'm learning. Fight me! Take the fight! Nah, he's not gonna, he's a coward. You've got a Middle Easterner here right now. Hello! Hello, I'm waving, you can't see, but... Actually, one of us is about to get third-partied. I don't care, this is fun. Yep, there comes John third party. I took really aggressive lines here. Could have shot there, might have hit that. Nah, he's leaving now. It's over. Ew. There we go, Meteor's left. I'm not taking the fight again. Because I'm just going to get third-partied. Low polycat with a big-ass yellow hands. Yeah, real. Literally me right now. Oh. Hello. Dead eggplant. What a name. This J2 is not going to get off my dick for the entire rest of the game now, watch. But I really can't 1v1 him because this Meteor is going to be a dickhead. Or this Javelin. Yeah, go fight the other MiG-15. Leave me alone. Oh, see Venom. Okay, now he's turning around. Finally, okay. Why is there so many meteors that keep appearing every time I look the other way, dude? Leave me alone. We have 3 Turkish people here. Oh, if Turkish counts as a Middle Eastern, I have 1 Turkish friend. Why? Can you stop reappearing at the most inopportune times, man? You know, I'm gonna focus you down for that. I want you dead. You are annoying. I know the moment I do though, I'm about to get jumped from someone else. This whole game has just been a pain in the ass, man. Yep, and then the stupid ass J2 is gonna come back. Can you let me fight like one singular person, please? Okay, here we go, finally. Hit your shots, please, bud. There we go. Thank you. Brain did not do the wakey wakey. I can leave, and the Seahawk won't be able to chase me. Don't say that. Don't say what. I am behind. Oh. Why is there a ton of Turkish people are just appearing? Depends on where you are. Someone say eat physical or digital. Can my shots actually, like, do damage one of these days, man? Please, I beg of you, 23mm work. At least the Seahawk's probably dead. I think we hit his elevator. There we go. Alright, now I can fight this J2 properly. Come here, bud. Holographic meatloaf, my favorite. Digital goy slop. I want to take the head on again, actually. Change my mind. He's going to try and full commit to that. Yeah, I had a feeling. He's lower on energy, so I'm just going to vertical loop him here at the start. Vertical looping was a bad idea. Ooh, okay. Gonna leave then. Oh, the MiG-15 comes to the rescue. Takes the head on. Okay. Well. If Turkey was colonized by more white people, it would be considered a European country. True. Do we think it would be better or worse than the Baltics? Or Balkans? What's the difference between the Baltics and the Balkans? I'm gonna look this up. Oh, were the Baltic states the ones that were, like, next to Russia? They were, okay, yeah. And then the Balkans were the ones south, yeah, okay. I thought so. Be about the same as the Balkans? Yeah, figures. Yeah, it's like Lithuania, Latvia, and the one that starts with E. Estrogen or whatever it was. Air targets, air targets. Should I roll one more? You could play another game. Estonia, yeah, same thing. Yeah. Oh god. Lithuania, Latvia, and estrogen. Oh my god, man. Right month. Oh, I'm dying. Holy shit. What are your thoughts on the MiG-19? I don't like it. I'm not a fan, but that's me personally. AI-generated foods. You know what? I've technically eaten that. Hello, brain? I asked ChatGPT to give me a spaghetti recipe, and it was weirdly good. The 3 countries are actually sorted alphabetically from north to south. Really? I gotta look this up now. Going back on Google Maps. Oh. Yeah, they actually are. Huh. That's interesting. Estrogen is at the top. I bet Freeze definitely loves Pride Month and definitely doesn't have any hot takes about it. My hot take about it, I do actually like Pride Month. I think it's a good thing. I don't like it becoming a corporate holiday. It's the same bullshit as Valentine's Day, where they start monetizing love, and it makes me miserable because I don't have any partners and I have to walk everywhere and see all the happy shit, and it's like, now I'm angry, so... That is my hot take on Pride Month. I think if you want to celebrate it, you should, and go for it, but I think if corporate people want to celebrate it, then... wrong. Too bad. Yeah, first time my entire brainstem got a ton of work in. Same thing as stuff like Valentine's Day. I don't mind it for stuff like Halloween. I feel like Halloween's whatever because it was kind of a commercial holiday in the first place, but like... I'm not a fan of... If I walk into Woolies, I don't want to have to see pride flags everywhere and then be reminded, oh yeah, I'm alone. I'm alone and sad and miserable and sad and alone. Same as the little stupid hearts above things for Valentine's Day. Kaboom! Put to you, 14. Freeze gay. Gonna be... It doesn't even matter, honestly. I can't pull for shit, no matter what gender it is, so it really doesn't make a huge difference either way, unfortunately. Just go cuddle the homie. That's the issue. I don't have a homie. It's just me sat in my room making YouTube videos. Yeah, at least I've got a bunch of kids doing plane requests in my chat every 3 minutes. Woohoo, what a life. You're in Cali? Oh god, I hope I'm not in Cali. I'm in Louisiana. Talk to people in your engineering classes. Bro, they are weirdos. Well, actually, no. Half the people are very normal and the other half are very weird. It's quite annoying. I think most people in engineering will be able to agree with me on that. Cuddle the light pole. I'm going to be cuddling with a tree after I depart the road in my Mustang going over 120 miles an hour. In Mexico, of course, because I have great respect for the speed limits of the United States of America. You're not... No. What have you done to the Mustang mods? Any small tweaks? I put those kind of controversial one. You know the drift lights in the front? The little, like, the nostril-looking things? I put them on because I think they look cool. A lot of people disagree with me on that. Holy 37 mil. That was a good shot. A lot of people disagree with me on that, but I really like them. I have a white car as well, so I think it matches it quite nicely. And then just the little side reflectors I made LEDs on as well. I'm trying to save up for either a C6 or a Coyote Stang, so I'm not going to do a ton with it just yet. So... You should speed in Australia. God, the police. Fun fact, when I was taking my driving lessons in Australia, it was like my second lesson, I think. I was going really slow. Love the audio lights in the grill. Yes, those are the ones I have. Yeah. They're fucking... I love them, dude. They look so cool. In the rain, you can get so many insanely hard photographs of them in the rain, dude. It's so good. They look so sick. I love them, yeah, but... I'm a drift photographer, so I can see that a lot. Oh, that's really cool. Hell yeah. But yeah, that's what I've done so far. But I'm probably going to try and save up for a Yote Stang or a C6 Vet. I'm not really sure which yet. The Stang would probably be more practical, but the C6 is just cool. So, like, we'll see. But yeah, I'm probably going to mod that thing a bit more heavily. The one thing that's been annoying me is the wheels. I want to, like, if I had the money, I'd probably get, like, the RTR, Tech 5s or Spec 5 or whatever they're called for the wheels. I like them a little bit more than the 7s, but, like, I just can't afford them, so... Car laws is one of the reasons I chose not to say. Yeah. Manual C6 would go hard. I kind of, low-key, I kind of want to save that for after my engineering degree and get like a Z06 with the money that I eventually get. I mean, I can't find any clean manual C6s near me, which kind of sucks. There's a very limited market, so... Like, jack of all trades, yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking. The main thing is just storage. You can fit a weird amount in the new Mustang gen. If I'm going to be, like, moving in and out of uni and stuff, the C6 is going to be kind of impractical in that, but the hatch is probably good enough, so... But yeah, it's just such a cool car. Like, it has so much aura, man. The C6 is neat. How bad are the car laws down under? Really bad. If you lower your car too much, you get fined for it. If you have any modifications that aren't with a special permission, you get fined for it. Any engine swaps or anything like that, they have to be documented by the factory and big stick up your butt type things and blah, blah, blah. It's just, it really sucks. Like, they hate modifications. Anything like speeding and you get absolutely, like, hit for it. You can't, like, there's no drifting, there's no anything fun. There's barely any tracks, and most of that stuff is reserved for, like, really rich people. It's just... My buddy uses a C6 drift car as a tow rig. That's so cool. Oh my god. And that reminded me of the Instagram reel of the dudes in the C5 Corvette just pulling the trailer, doing just, like, farm work and shit in it. That's so based, man. I love Corvettes so much. Incredible automobiles. You know, else's aura, the C124. Yeah, that's true, actually. Old Mercs do have aura. I love that word. It was such a brain rot word, but I find it funny to use. I'm just gonna try and slot in behind the Saber here. First shot I whiffed this game, that sucked. I, like, hit my mouse in the wrong direction there. I should be able to get him here, though, right? Holy whiff, bro. I gotta work on my aim in this thing really bad. That was genuinely horrendous. I probably don't deserve the kill there because of that. And that. Fucking hell, man. Yeah. Yeah, good lord. I missed so many shots on him. Yikes. It was an F350 towing a big enclosed trailer and a C6 pops out from behind it. I think I know the one you're talking about, yeah. That's neat. Yeah. The California smog stuff applies to Australia too, I'm pretty sure. It's really unfortunate. It is quite sad. Low-key, I'm actually having fun. I should stream this next weekend. MiG-17 is kind of baller. Alright. I'm probably going to call it there. I'm getting hungry and I've got work to do today, so I am going to have to get on with that, unfortunately, but I'll probably ball out on the MiG-17 some other time, because it's actually pretty fun. I gotta get better at aiming Soviet guns anyways, so... Alright. I shall see you next weekend, hopefully Saturday, same time, so yeah. I shall see you then. Goodbye.